Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Let's get down to this. A couple of weeks ago, I don't think it's up to a month now, the Druze, those few number of people, a very different sect and limited in number people, they call themselves the Druze, were under severe attack by Islam terrorists in Syria. The only nation in the world, the only nation in the world that went to support or do something to help them was the nation of Israel. To be to be clear, it's not as if that attack has ended. It's still ongoing. That was an active genocide because it was purely because they were different. That's why they were attacked, and the intent was to wipe them out. As we saw take place on 7th of October 2023, where Islam terrorists from Gaza with the grand title Hamas invaded Israel and committed genocide. They attempted at that. They effectively took the lives of 1,200 people, kidnapped other innocent civilians, and amongst which about 50 dead and alive are still held captive in Gaza. I'm just trying to think like the Druze flash genocide event happened because that's how genocide works. It doesn't go on for several decades, for months. It's kind of like that flash flood that comes and sweeps everything along its path, wreaks the havoc, damages everything, and then it's gone. So that's what happened. I don't even want to bore you or spoil your day with the gory details, the videos, the photos of the crimes against humanity, the massacre of the Druze by those Islam terrorists in Syria, who their leader is the fresh face of terrorism that is being romanced by the entire world, especially the Western world. But something very disturbing occurred because in the bid to probably conceal how the world ignored what happened to the Druze, they fresh lies began to be peddled. The not starvation that was going on, that was not going on in Gaza. So that news flooded everywhere, social media, various legacy worthless media, mainstream TV stations, and wherever. Photos of about 2 or 3 malnourished children were peddled, were spread everywhere, that those were children from Gaza who were dying from famine. And you know, the very hilarious thing about those photos was the fact that every single adult who appeared in those photos with the children, it's as if they were from a different planet. Because I'm gonna do something else on that, but it just doesn't make sense how this starvation, this so-called famine in Gaza only seem to affect 2 or 3 children. Because I've seen a lot of videos from Gaza. I've seen a lot of photos from Gaza. Why is this famine discriminatory and it's just those couple of children that are affected? Anyway, so these were embedded, were flooded everywhere, and the attention swiftly that swung right back to Gaza. So the intention was like, oh no, let's not forget Palestine, because everything about that place is a lie. So they don't want people to leave that. Of course, let's carry on. Let's throw this in there. We mustn't pay attention to the Druze in Gaza, to the real starving millions of people in Yemen, in Syria, in Congo, in Sudan, in Nigeria, in India, in Bangladesh. We must focus on Gaza. This is really, really diabolical. They wanted people to forget everywhere else, but focus on Gaza. If you are a right-minded thinking person with your brain set right and you're using it yourself, you should question things. You should wake up. Wake up. Hey, wake up. Think for yourself. Stop allowing your sentiments, your emotions to be engineered, to be whipped up, to be stirred once you hear Gaza or you hear Palestine. Stop it. Think for yourself. Why do they always want you to focus on that place? It's sad what happened there, but blame terrorist Hamas. Because how many people would have been starving or would have lost their lives if October 7th, 2023 did not happen? Tell me, go on, tell me. Zero. So you can go on with your idiotic rhetorics of it didn't start on October 7th. That's the joke is on you. But one thing I know, I never knew or paid attention to the Middle East until October 7th, 2023. There was a ceasefire. In case you decided to not remember, let me remind you, Israel left Gaza completely, dug out their dead, took bones, left the luscious place in Gaza. So all the lies, thank God, as the dust is settling, all the lies are being exposed. The truth can never be hidden. But I wanted us to think, why is the predicament, the attacks on the Druze? If you haven't seen any of those videos, you are truly evil because they are everywhere and you're silent. But you're joining the same usual grossly ignorant, lazy, brainwashed, hopeless idiots calling to free a place that does not exist. But you ignore the Druze, you ignore the people in Africa. You are truly evil, just like terrorist Hamas. I wanted to draw attention to this because this is real. This is happening. Why are they ignoring the Druze? Okay, let's cast our minds. What's their crime? They're not a powerful people like people claim, okay, Israel is powerful. They have the IDF. What do the Druze have? What is their offense that Islam terrorists have gone after them? That's the real genocide, my friend. That's the real wickedness. And you supporting them by diverting attention from them, you are just as evil and you've got blood on your hands as well.